Hello everyone, welcome to week 2 of the Unshakable Life. Last week we talked about why character matters, and we also talked about how. How do we develop character? I think Pastor Kory was right when he started his sermon off this week by saying, if you're not willing to do the work involved with building character, stop wondering why you're not growing. And everything that we're going to be talking about takes work. But as Jesus said, don't work for food that spoils, but work for food that endures to eternal life. This isn't about doing what makes us comfortable, and it's not about making sure that we enjoy every step of the way. Sometimes in life, there are things that are worth doing that aren't always easy. The first character trait that we're focusing on in this series is humility. As Pastor Kory said, if pride is the foundation of every sin, then humility is going to be the foundation of every virtue. This past Sunday, we looked at Romans chapter 12, verses 1 to 8, and we discussed the 3 keys to developing humility. The first was gratitude. If we're going to be humble, then we need to start by recognizing that nothing we have and nothing we are is solely due to our own achievements. In other words, there's always something to be thankful for. There's always someone to be thankful to. There's nothing that any of us can take full credit for. The second was self-awareness, and this meant having an accurate and balanced view of yourself. I really liked Pastor Kory's thoughts on what it looked like to have a balanced view, to acknowledge your gifts as well as your weaknesses, to see the masterpiece and also the mud, to recognize your value as well as the value of others. And number 3, the third key, take on the identity of a servant. I loved one of the ways that Pastor Kory characterized this in particular by saying, it's more about the question, am I giving God glory? And not, am I being fulfilled? How many times when we think about serving, do we think about doing it in our own terms? But as Kory said, it's not just about serving, but it's about taking on the identity of a servant. And sometimes those are 2 separate things. It's easy to serve when it's something that we want to do and something we enjoy doing, but what would it look like to truly take on the identity of a servant? As you discuss the study questions with your small group, keep the life and the example of Jesus in your mind. Man, he is the one truly worthy to be served, and yet he became the ultimate servant. Thank you for taking the time to pursue God together and for being intentional about building an unshakable life.